In the early hours of a cold night in January 2025, people across the world began looking up at the heavens, capturing on their phones what would soon be called the day a star appeared over Earth. From the deserts of Arizona to the mountain peaks of Nepal, a brilliant pulsating sphere of light hovered above the clouds, too close to be a star, yet too large to be a drone or satellite. For days, scientists, astronomers, and sky watchers debated its origin, while social media exploded with footage of the same glowing object filmed from every corner of the globe. It was not moving like a meteor, nor drifting like a balloon. It shimmered with a pulse, a slow rhythmic flicker that seemed almost alive. At first, space agencies suggested it was a supernova, an exploding star visible from Earth for the first time in centuries. But when astronomers pointed their telescopes toward the reported coordinates, they found nothing. The light wasn't coming from deep space. It appeared to be in our upper atmosphere, radiating a strange energy that disrupted radio signals, GPS systems, and even aircraft communications for several minutes at a time. Pilots reported a blinding orb hovering above the Pacific, while military radars picked up unidentified echoes moving at impossible speeds. Governments remained silent, but leaked footage from a European observatory showed something extraordinary, a massive structure hidden behind the glowing veil, something that looked metallic, symmetrical, and deliberate. Theories began flooding the internet. Was this a secret satellite, an experimental weapon, or something far beyond human understanding? In Japan, fishermen off the coast of Hokkaido claimed the ocean beneath the light began to churn violently, as if reacting to an unseen force. In Brazil, a group of astronomers recorded magnetic fluctuations unlike anything observed before, describing it as space bending inward. And then, as suddenly as it had appeared, the light vanished. No explosion, no descent, just a silent blink out of existence, leaving behind only static on radio frequencies and a faint glow that persisted in the atmosphere for hours. Days later, NASA released a brief statement claiming the event was likely caused by a rare atmospheric plasma reflection. But independent researchers disagreed, pointing to the coordinated global sightings and the electromagnetic disturbances. Some even claimed the event was linked to strange dreams people reported having that night, visions of a giant star hovering above cities, watching silently. In South Africa, security cameras caught something even more bizarre. Moments before the light vanished, shadows on the ground shifted direction, as if the light source was moving beneath the horizon, not above it. A few scientists dared to speculate about an astronomical anomaly, a star-like object temporarily phasing into our atmosphere due to a rift in space-time. One Russian physicist described it as a dimensional bleed, where energy from another part of the universe briefly merges with ours. Religious leaders called it a divine sign. UFO researchers called it a visitation. But the most unsettling part came weeks later, when multiple amateur astronomers noticed a new object appearing on the far side of the moon, something reflective, artificial, and shaped like a perfect circle. The European Space Agency denied any new satellites, yet images leaked on dark web astronomy forums showed a glowing structure orbiting just beyond lunar distance. Some began connecting it to the mysterious light, calling it the Star Machine. Whistleblowers online claimed it emitted unknown frequencies similar to those detected during the 2025 event. Meanwhile, meteorological data revealed that after the phenomenon, certain regions of Earth experienced a 0.2 degrees C rise in temperature over just 2 days, while the magnetic poles recorded subtle but measurable oscillations. Was this the effect of cosmic energy entering our atmosphere, or an advanced probe collecting data from our planet? Months later, a classified document surfaced claiming that space agencies had detected a brief gravitational anomaly over the Pacific, an invisible mass roughly 500 meters wide, appearing and disappearing within seconds. Whatever the light was, it left traces, tiny distortions in the ionosphere, unexplained radiation spikes, and reports of electrical interference in cities across Asia and North America. People began calling it the Watcher in the Sky, a phrase that quickly spread online. Even stranger, in several locations where the light was most intense, plant life began to show accelerated growth, with unusual genetic mutations not seen before. Scientists insisted this was coincidence, but the locals who witnessed the phenomenon spoke of a deep hum that vibrated through the ground, as if the Earth itself resonated with the star. By mid-2025, the world had moved on to other news, but astronomers still quietly monitored the sky, noting faint flickers that returned every few weeks in different hemispheres. Whatever appeared that night wasn't gone, it was moving. Some believed it was studying us, mapping our planet's electromagnetic field, or observing human reactions to its presence. A few even proposed that it was not an object at all, but a sentient form of plasma, a living consciousness made of light, drifting between galaxies and drawn to intelligent civilizations. Whether natural or artificial, benevolent or ominous, the event of 2025 changed how humanity looked at the sky. For centuries, we've looked up in wonder, believing we understand the cosmos. But that night reminded us how fragile that understanding truly is. Somewhere above the clouds, beyond our reach, something had looked back, and for one brief, breathtaking moment, the sky itself had come alive.